part of this, we have 4b part 1. What's the other one you want done? Oh, sorry, I'm on question 3 at the moment.
Oh.
So, any other parts of question 3 you want done? For the time being? No, just that one, yeah? Okay. A value is 1, B value is 4, minus B value is minus 4, C value is minus 8, minus B formula, plus or minus square root of B squared minus 4AC, all over 2A. Now, minus B is minus 4, plus or minus the square root of B squared, which is going to be 4 squared, minus 4 times 1 times minus 8, all over 2 times 1. You all good with that? Now, throw it all into the calculator. Use the plus button first. Square root 4 squared minus 4 times 1 minus 8 all over 2 times 1. Now, and we get that answer. Minus 2 plus 2 root 3. I know straight away the other answer is minus 2 minus 2 root 3. Why? All we're going to do is change it into a minus. But nonetheless, for those of you that wouldn't like to do that, press the right button, delete it, press minus, and you're done. You have to write this part down, otherwise you get no attempt marks, okay? You can go from here to here, no bother. Alright, any part of question 4 you want me to have a look at?
4B part 3.
3. Anything else apart from 4B part 3? Seen a few of them around. Yes?
4A.
4A part 3. Anything else? Any other ones? Okay. Now, 3 over x minus 1 minus 2 over x plus 1 equals 1. Now, what does the x minus 1 denominator say? It sees an x plus 1. What does the x plus 1 denominator say? It sees the x minus 1 beside it. We have a common denominator, but where it doesn't have a common denominator? The 1. So what do I do with the 1? X plus 1 and x minus 1 top and bottom. How many has got that far? Okay, you've had the common denominator down. The majority of you. Alright, let's multiply this out. 3x plus 3. And that's a minus 2, isn't it? That minus belongs to the numerator. It makes it minus 2x plus 2 equals, what about here? What's 1 times anything? Anything, isn't it? 1 doesn't affect it at all, does it? So I'll just ignore the 1 even exists. Makes it easier. What do we do next? X squared minus 1x plus 1x minus 1. What cancels here? Through them. We get x plus 5 over that side, and we get x squared minus 1 over this side. Bring everything to one side, and we're going to get 0 equals x squared minus 1x. What's minus 1 minus 5? Doesn't matter where I put the equal 0. So I'm just going to put it over this side because I'm lazy. I don't want that right in the line. What can I do now? Two numbers that multiply to give me minus 6, but add to give me minus 1. Any of these haven't? Multiply to give me minus 6, add to give me minus 1. Yeah. Minus 3 and plus 2. Then what do we get? X minus 3 equals 0, x equals 3, x plus 2 equals 0, x equals minus 2. We all good with that? Okie dokie. You got that out. Alright, good portion of it. Now, 4. Now, whoop, want that. Now, for part 3, so 2 over x minus 2. This is a good leaving cert ordinary level question, this one. This is what some of the lads to get, the ordinary leaving cert. It's probably one of the hardest ordinary level questions they'll be asked, okay, but comes up on the ordinary level paper a bit. Comes up on an honours paper, it's usually a part 1 or something like that. Pretty easy stuff, okay? Or if it's in the ordinary level, it comes up as a C part 2 or something like that, so it's pretty difficult. Now, look across what you see. You see an x and a x minus 4, so what you need to do, x and x minus 4. What does the x see? Left and right. Adam, what does the x see? Good man. Why am I allowed to do that? What happens if you divide it back out again? What happens? You're just left with what you started with, aren't you? So you're allowed to do it. It doesn't affect anything. Now what about this side? What does it see? The x and the x minus 2. I reckon there's a simple error in the multiplication here. Probably had just 2x times x, 2x squared, 2x times minus 4 is 8x. Little shortcut to do here. What's 3 times x? And 3 times minus 2. Now multiply 3x minus 6 by x minus 4. 3x times x. 3x times minus 4. And finally, minus 6 times x. 6x and minus 6 times minus 4. 24. Is that alright? Now, back to the black then. 5x times x. 5x squared and 5x times minus 2. Minus 10x. Now, we got lucky here. Why did we get lucky? 2x squared plus 3x squared is 5x squared on the left cancels with 5x squared on the right, doesn't it? And what do we get left with now? Minus 8, minus 20, minus 26x plus 24 equals minus 10. We have to move it over to the other side, and what do we get? 24 equals 16x. What's 24 divided by 16? Huh? Anybody care to tell me? 3 over 2 or 1.5. And many people will think they're wrong if they got an answer like that. You think you did something wrong. Queven, any way of fixing that? How'd you figure out it was right or wrong? Yeah, you could sub it all the way back in again. So what you can do is you can substitute in anywhere you see an x, replace it with a 3 over 2. So what the first one looked like? 2 divided by what? That's what goes here. 3 over 2 take away 2. And if you just really wanted to check it really quickly, that's minus 4, no bother. What about the next one? 3 divided by 3 over 2. 2. Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. And what about the other side? 5 divided by 3 over 2. Take away 4. And you can do this in the exam. And that's also minus 2. What have you proven? Your answer is correct. When you substitute x back into here, both sides equal each other. This means you definitely have the correct answer. What's this known as? Begins with a V. Verifying your answer. We verified our answer there, okay? You don't have to, unless it tells you you have to. But if you have time in the exam, you can always check your answer to make sure it's right. Alrighty. Question 5. Who got this one out? Chaddy, did you multiply it all out?
Yeah.
Alright, going to show you the hard way and the easy way. Let's do the hard way, or the Chaddy way. So, Chaddy, lead me along with this, please.
4y squared
Yeah,
minus 2y
yeah,
minus 2y
yeah,
plus 1
yeah. Down here.
minus 6y
Yeah, yeah,
minus 28.
yeah. Go. Next one. Next. Go for again.
4y squared
Yeah.
10y
Minus 10y
minus 24
minus 24 equals 0. Divide across by 2. Okay. 2 times 12. Yeah. Two numbers that multiply to give you 20 minus 24 but add to give you minus 5. You go. So what you get then? Come on, you know how to do this stuff. What's next? Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, y equals, and then minus 3. Alright, look how long that was. Very few lines involved in it, wasn't there? Right, now I'm going to do the lazy way, or the smart way. What's the description of the question of interest? What does question 4 actually say? Find a suitable substitution. Did we use any substitution there? No, so here's what I'd say. Blank squared minus 3 times blank minus 28 equals 0. Pick a letter that's not in use, Chatty. Fair enough. Factorize that. Two numbers that multiply to give you minus 28 but add to give you minus 3.
minus 7 plus 4.
Yep. What's your two answers for x? Okay. What did you say x was? X equals 2y minus 1. Because we used to have 2y minus 1 there, but you replaced it with x. Okay. So what can I say now? 2y minus 1 equals 7, and 2y minus 1 equals minus 4. Let's find out. 2y equals 8. Y equals 4. And the next one, 2y equals minus 3. Y equals minus 3 over 2. Same answer. Just half the time. Did anybody use substitution for part 2? Alright, use the substitution now. Off you go. So, what we're going to say is, instead of using this, it's going to be blank squared minus 1. Everybody cool with that? Pick a letter, any letter. I'll choose x again. Is that okay? So I have x squared minus 1 equals 0. We all get x plus 1, x minus 1. X equals minus 1, x equals plus 1. We're cool with that? Now, what do we're not looking for x, we're looking for y. So what do we put next? 2y minus 3 equals minus 1, and 2y minus 3 equals plus 1. 2y will equal 4, y will equal 2. And the other one is going to be what, guys? 2y equals 2, y equals 1. Who got that? Majority. Alright. Now, I'll start this off, right? The only hint I'm going to give you for C is it's blank squared minus 9 times blank plus 20 equals 0. You can always say that that's x squared minus 9x plus 20. That's the only hint I'm going to give you for part C. Alright. X minus 5, x minus 4 equals 0. X equals 5 and x equals 4. Everybody cool with that? Alright. What did we replace x with? Y plus 4 over y equals 5. How many people did that step next? Alright. What's the issue with this question? The fractions, isn't it? If you add a y on the bottom, you must add a y on the top. Turn to 2a. Square y on the bottom, y on top. Actually, that's the part I got everybody. And the fact that my 4's look like y's doesn't help either. So let's try and fix that situation. It's going to be y squared plus 5y plus 4 equals 0. The other one's going to be y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 0. How many people got those two specific equations? Okay, we're starting to run out of people now. Now you're going to get y plus 1, y plus 4 equals 0, y equals minus 1, y equals minus 4. Got that? Here? Oh, sorry, it is minus 5y. Excuse me, when you bring the 5y over, it becomes minus. So that makes that a minus. So it's y minus 1, y minus 4. And that makes that plus 1 and plus 4. Well done, Anne. Now, there you're going to get y minus 2 equals 0. Then you're going to get just simply y equals 2. Alright. Now, anybody have any ideas how you might do A part 3? Yes, Matthew. Yeah, Matthew has that sorted. What Matthew said is we can usually change them into a quadratic equation, can't we? Now here's the trick. X squared 2b squared is what? What's x squared 2b squared? X to the power 4. So technically that's it. Is this the same thing? What I just wrote down here. Is that the same thing? Then what can you do then? You can say that that's y squared minus 2y. What's it minus? 2 equals 0. Alrighty. And what we say is y equals x squared. Got some bad news for you. You don't need the minus b formula for this. So I suppose I should do this one. It is pretty evil. Okay, a value, b value, minus p value, c value. Okay. Somebody get on the calculator for me. Minus b is 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is minus 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times c all over 2 times 1. Can you give me the answer in short form, not decimals if possible? What you get? Oh, it's only 4 plus root 3. Oh, right, great. So the first answer is 1 plus root 3, and the other answer must be 1 minus root 3. Is that right? Now here's the tricky parts. Here's the part that nobody likes. I think everybody would get that far reasonably okay. But the next part, I think very few of you will get it. Alright, if I say x squared equals 25, what's the answer? And many people will say that and you'd be happy with that. Right, this is the difference, right, between somebody who gets a really good mark and somebody who doesn't. What's the process to get there? What's the middle step? Well, if I told you that's not entirely right either, why are you leaving out? Who said plus minus? You're leaving out plus or minus your 25. So what are the two answers? Plus or minus 5. Root 25 is plus or minus 5. Do you got that? Using that knowledge, how would you do this? Using what we did on the right hand side in blue, how would you do this one here? What did we do last time? The squared disappeared and what happened over the other side? The squared disappeared and what happened over the other side? What appeared in line 2? Square root sign, fair enough, Liam. Let's be consistent here. A square root sign appeared, yeah. What else appeared? There you go, you're done. What's the answer for the second part then? 1 minus root 3 plus r minus, is that right? Pretty tricky. Alright. For tonight, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do, I'll highlight them here. 5a part 1, 5a part 2, 5a part 4. Still going, yeah? You got that? 5a part 1, 5a part 2, 5a part 4. 5d. And finally, question 6 if you're able. For question 6, just use the minus b formula. Should work out alright. Is that right? Minus b formula for question 6. You can start now, you have 5 minutes on the clock.